with thousands of deals, all categories of products that we sell, which is every category that you're gonna find in retail. So we are very proud to have that part of our year-end experience as well. But, all right, Bobby. Crazy how many scary stories that we're hearing right now out of the news with people who've been struggling through a winter storm, like epic proportions, historic storm.
It's really scary, actually.
It is
kind of what's
scary.
going on, what a lot of people, a lot of the country is dealing with right now, and our hearts go out to you if you or your loved one are dealing with that weather.
Absolutely. And I hear stories of like anybody who needs medical devices overnight and they lose power.
Yep.
I mean, that's even scarier than just the obvious.
Yeah.
So we've got an incredible generator. This is from Sunjoe. The brand is called Snow Joe. And this thing is so powerful. I'm gonna let you take us through the details. I need you to know though, it's $240 less here at HSN than in retail. That's big savings and free shipping. And this thing weighs 107 pounds. Free shipping.
Maybe you're picking this up because of the huge value that we're offering you here at HSN. Maybe you're picking this up because you've heard about Snow Joe and Sunjoe. You know how we're the market leader, and other industries like our snow throwers, we're the market leader, our pressure washers, so you know this is gonna be a great unit that's gonna work for you. It's super simple, and I'm gonna show you, Callie, when they come back to us, how to start it, and it's just the push of a button. You've got all the outlets ready to go, ready to power on anything that you need in or around your home. Your refrigerator, your fan, your heater, your cooler, your cooktop, your Alexa device, your radio, your emergency radio, your sump pump right there is a big one. Don't let me forget to talk about that, because if that goes, that's very, very expensive. Your sump pump is not working. If you're in an area of America where you have a basement, you probably have a sump pump, and you know how important that is to keep those running so you do not get flooded. Safety first, of course. You want to make sure that you only use and run your generator outside of your house, about 10 to 20 feet away from windows, from the house. Exactly. I want to make sure I say that. You want to use it outside. You don't want to be using it in your garage or anything indoor or anything like that. What this is it's peace of mind. It's powerful. And it runs on propane. Those are the P's I want to remember, It's peace of mind. It runs on propane, and it is powerful. So even on the side, it tells you our numbers. You're going to have starting wattage of over 4,100 starting watts and continuous running power of 3,300. And why this is so cool, you're like, Bobby, why are you so excited about that it runs off propane? Well, I'll tell you why. Because some of the other, items out there, they run off this stuff. And you know what this is. This is good old gas. And while it has a place,
it makes me nervous.
It makes you nervous because
I don't like storing that in my garage.
You got to store it. If you don't have it, can you get in your car to go get some? Do you have enough? We know it's expensive. And then also you have to maintain units that take gas, and you have to add stabilizer if you let gas sit for too long. You know, a propane tank can last, I think it's like 7 to 10 years, and we all have these. We already have these in our barbecue grill. So here's what you do when you get it.
Easy to get too.
Yeah, here's what you do. You put the feet on, you put the wheel on. All you need to do is have or get a propane tank. We even give you this little cord back here, this hose that connects to the propane. So you put your oil in, you turn your propane on, it's battery start, you turn this over to start, and it's push button.
Oh, that's the best part.
There you go.
Did you see? Okay, I am so excited you just did that.
Yeah.
Because most people here, you're thinking like, I've got it, whatever like, I can't do that. And
I'm gonna show right behind you. This refrigerator is off right now because I don't have it plugged in. But I'm gonna plug it directly into our generator right here. Oh, voila. We look like we're selling a refrigerator. It's like fan away.
But seriously, just to save the food in your fridge or your freezer during a power outage? Okay.
I'll just turn it off so we can talk. I wanted to show you that this was directly powered off of our generator. This is huge for a couple reasons. If your food goes bad, you kind of get hit in more ways than one. Number one, you waste all that time going to the store and shopping for it.
And it's so expensive.
It's expensive, so you've lost all that money. You can spend $400, $500 per refrigerator. I have 2 fridges at my house. I don't know, but you've got one in the garage. So that's 2 fridges. That could be like $1,000 of food. You don't want that to spoil. When you have a generator, you can keep your refrigerator on, and that food does not go bad. And later, of course, you don't have to shop more because you can utilize what you have.
Yeah, and then let's talk about the meats and things you keep in your freezer, and like cha-ching, and then medications that we need to keep refrigerated.
Glad you said that. That's what I was going to. How about your medication? You know, certain medications have to be stored, have to be in the fridge, they have to be cool, such as insulin and antibiotics. So if you're someone who relies on that type of medicine, This is probably really hitting the bell with you. Like, that's super important. You know, that's what I would need.
Do you see how easy it is to wheel to a location of safety? And we say it again, keep it far away from your windows and your doors, because we don't want any of the fumes to come in. But this is something that's got so much power. It also has that handle folds down, so it doesn't have to be stored in, it doesn't take up a ton of room in your garage.
Exactly.
So, I like this idea, just using it for fun.
Well, that's, I mean, we talk about a lot of the inclement weather, but this shot really shows you right here. If you just want to take this tailgating, I went to the Bucks game a couple weeks ago against the Bengals. You're wondering, how do all these people have these great tailgates? How do they have the TV up? How do they have the cooktop go on, their blender for their drinks? How do they do that? Well, they probably have a generator, and hopefully they have one of our Sunjoe generators.
That's right. This one, it does have the power that you want. I love all these ideas.
Look at all the items.
Yeah, that you can power up.
Yep, all the stuff, lamps, fans, heaters, home alarms, computer. I mean, you can read it, the list goes on. Basically anything that you have in your house, this has the ability to do from something as big as your sump pumps to heaters. I'm gonna show you the heater in a second as well.
Yeah, we're gonna really break this down. So if you're just tuning in, we want you to really take a close look at this, because this is like over $240 off of what you're gonna find in retail. This is a national brand. In fact, that's the price off of HSN pricing. So we are here at the right time for something that is so important to have in the event of a power outage. We talk about it a lot when we go through hurricane season here, but there's winter storms and blizzards going all across the country, and this is December. So there's gonna be a lot more that people are gonna have to contend with. This is something that you will love, because it is that backup plan, it is peace of mind, it is powerful, and you're going to be so happy that you've got it as a backup. Also, not only is our price $240 off of our HSN normal day price, there's 18 months of financing on this. So you can get this home today, delivered for free for only $36 and a few pennies a month. $36.60, that's all you're paying every month. No interest has been accruing. Pay it off in full 18 months from now. And that goes for all of you, whether it's an HSN card, a Q card, a Zulily card. We welcome you all to do your shopping here. The only bad news, and I did just realize, we have 400 of them available.
That's it? That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, less than 350 now.
Wow.
Very, very limited. I hope we have enough to get through the presentation.
Yeah, well, this is obviously the time to get it for so many of us. What you don't want to do is find yourself in a situation where you need it now, and then try and order, or then try and get to the big box store and find out it's either sold out or they're like they're charging so much it's really ridiculous. This is a great time so that if you don't have that weather but you are expecting it, you can have that peace of mind, you can have that preparedness. And it's not just bad weather. There could just be an accident. Someone could just hit a transformer, your power goes out. We have hurricanes here in Florida, power can go out. California, wildfires, power can go out. Our hearts go out to everyone in Buffalo with that crazy blizzard. Power out. People millions without power. It's a serious thing. So when you have something like this, what does that mean for you and your family? It means you can have the extra peace of mind that you don't have to worry about your food being ruined. You don't have to worry about being cold because you can turn your heat on.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, even in the summer, your fans, vice versa.
That's true, very true. This is the propane tank. And we all know you can get them at your local gas station. They're always and readily available. And I love the point you made, Bobby, is that these can last up to, what, 7 to 10 years. And these are truly, I mean, it's the same propane tank you see with all of the barbecues out there that we love.
Yeah.
Let's talk about other things that we're going to be able to use to power this up, because, to get power to our appliances, because it's beyond a full-size refrigerator.
Yeah, and I can turn it on again in a second, but I know it gets loud, so we can talk about some of these things before I turn it back on. But all of these things you will see will be powered on just by our one generator. So everything from a heater to a fan to, you know what, we kind of overlook some things like this. This is just our coffee maker, but sometimes we just want our creature comfort. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you talk about the rest, and I'm gonna go power it up so we can see it all lit up there,
Think about this, walkie-talkies. I mean, our cell phones, our tablets, our laptops, all the things that we need for communication. The reality of things, like your fans, your heaters, the fact that you can put your, portable, oh my gosh, look at this. Bobby just powered it up, and look at all of these are now together.
Instant power. So yeah, as I was saying, all of these things are powered on. So I'm trying to think, like put it in the order of importance. I don't know if I could. Like, what would you, the first thing you probably want to get back on when your house is totally dark is lights. That's probably the first thing. The second thing I'd probably say is heat if you're somewhere that's cold. Maybe the third thing is your fridge, your food. So you can see now we've got light in there. And for me, the next thing up would be Wi-Fi.
Very true.
You want to be connected, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Absolutely.
Those are my top 4.
I think everybody can relate to that. I would say that that is absolutely the order of preference, except in the winter, in the summers here in Florida, we need some AC. So, yeah. It
just happens so fast, and when the power goes out, you instantly kind of got, oh my gosh, your first thought is this just my house? Or maybe you're expecting it, you look around at your neighbors, you see the whole block is like a blackout, you start to panic a little bit. Are you prepared? If you have the generator, you don't have the panic.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly right. You never know, like, oh, hope that never happens to me, and I hope it doesn't happen to you either to lose your power. But you know what? More than likely it will, for one reason or another. I mean, natural disasters and all kinds of other things. And boy, being without power, it gets scary real fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you know what's neat? I know to you and I it sounds a little bit loud here. It's not even really that loud, but when you're in a power outage, that sound is very comforting. When you hear that sound, you're like, okay, things can happen, stuff is running, I don't have to worry. And we're showing you video, you plug in, you run these extension cords from your generator directly inside your house. You can use as many extension cords as you want, get your TV working, get your lamps going. It's portable, okay? It's a propane generator on wheels, so it is portable. You can take it and move it however far away or to whatever corner of your lawn or your driveway that you need to do. Powered by propane, started by battery. And when I go back over there, I'll show you the battery that's kind of hidden inside under the roof, so to speak. And you just get multiple uses, whether it's something as serious as preparing for a very, very bad blizzard or storm, or something as fun and lightweight as camping or tailgating. All of those needs can be covered with this generator.
I'm telling you what, this could be truly a godsend for you and for any home. Honestly, if you don't have something that's going to give you power, you just run a risk. It's just a risky thing in today's world. It's like it's gonna happen at some point, and this is the way to really know that you've got, like I call it, the backup plan. I mean, you sleep better at night knowing there's a backup plan.
You do, actually.
Would you mind showing us under the hood? Because I think it's really neat that this isn't that pull and crank kind of generator that you need a lot of muscle to be able to do.
So what's interesting about that is, as I'll show you this unit, we do have that.
Oh, I see that.
We do have that, but you don't need to use this.
Is that a backup
It's a backup plan. This under the hood, this is how it's all powered as far as the push button start. It's because of this battery right here, and I'll hold it real still so camera can kind of get on there. This is our 24-volt lithium-ion battery. So not only is this a special battery, it's eco-friendly, it's got long-lasting time. This is what's going to power the push button start, but also it powers, and you can use it in over 100 of our other Snow Joe and Sun Joe items in our lineup. So that's really cool. So what you do with this, and by the way, you hit the button right there, and that's where the green LEDs light up. You can tell that one's fully powered. So I just insert it like that. So it's ready to go.
That's
so
24 volts.
Yeah, exactly. So now that that's in there, now I would be able to do the push button start. I won't start it again because I want you to be able to hear me. We talk about it. And you don't need this. Now, if you forget your battery, if you lose your battery, I haven't seen anyone lose it yet, but if you forget it or forget to charge it, I think that's more of a realistic situation. Then you could do the pull crank, but it's just a backup. So I love that we give this to you, and you don't have to do this, but if you forget the battery, you can. Then you've got all these places to plug in your extension cords. So 2 120-volt outlets right there, which is just a fancy word for regular household plug, okay? Then I've got, I think we actually sell this on HSN, I have to double check, but this is our heavy-duty cord. It goes into the twist lock. So what's nice about this twist lock is you can plug in heavier, dutier things, like, for example, power tools. You could take this on a construction site and run all the items that you needed to do, all those big vibrating tools, off this one generator. So maybe you're in the construction, this would be for you. This right here is for camping. We've got an RV outlet right there. So I've never been RVing type of guy. I would love to. I wish I could afford, it sounds like a great lifestyle, but if you do RV, you know you need power, and this Sun Joe generator can power all of the same creature comforts that you're used to in your RV, your TV, your cooktop, your blender, all those things, your tablets, all that can be powered off.
And then what are
this
these?
Is just a fuse. If you were to overload, this would pop out, so you don't have any
and then I see a couple USB ports.
Yeah, so look at this. You can plug a USB-A and USB-C right into it, and you can power directly your cell phone right from here.
Awesome.
So how cool is that?
Yeah.
You can plug you could just be at the game tailgate and plug your cell phone in right from here without even using any of our extension cords.
And then this one's for?
This is different. That's a USB-C for a different type of plug-in.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And what is this little guy?
That's just going to tell you the runtime, so you kind of know as far as if you're gauging how much propane you've used.
Okay.
Obviously, when you're done, you're going to turn your propane off. So again, once you get this home, easy assembly. Put the feet on. Put the wheels on. It does take a little bit of oil, so add your 10W30 oil.
Okay.
Then all you need to add is what you're bringing to the party, so to speak, is the propane tank. This is a 20-pound propane tank. It's readily available. We all have these. I've got 2 of these at home for my barbecue grill. So again, if you could start your grill, you can start your Sunjoe generator.
And you don't use a lot for each use. You know, that's going to last, as we know, with our grills.
It's going to last you a long time. And I think I've got some specs written down over there on my card, but I think if you run this at about 50% power, you're going to get over 9 hours of usage out of your generathere.
Awesome,
that's a long time.
That is.
So you could kind of you could actually get a whole night's sleep with your generator still running your house.
Hopefully in the morning, power is back.
There it is right there,
hours.
yeah.
By the way, we don't have a lot of these. What we do have at this really dramatic markdown is about 300 left. So, I mean, $240 off of our price. That's a big savings. And then free shipping on a product that weighs over 100 pounds.
We're doing free shipping on?
Free shipping. Yeah,
well,
free shipping.
That's huge itself.
I know. I mean, we said $70 is what it would cost, but not at my local UPS or post office.
Keep in mind, this handle is adjustable. So when you're ready to store it, it can kind of come down, give you a little bit more of a smaller footprint when you are going to store this item. So that's another nice thing.
You know, it's a newish item here at HSN, and the reviews that are in our system are perfect 5-star rated reviews. One was from Michigan and one from Florida, which I love, the extreme difference. Yeah. I know the convenience of moving it around was really, really called out. And then the power outages in Florida, I mean, I know it happens, it's weird how often it happens here.
Yeah.
Isn't it? In fact, this is what they wrote. This is a must have to have available, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, if it's available.
About the ACE, if it is available. Yeah, it's one of those things we hope you never do have to use it, but you more than likely will.
And we're showing you the sump pump there. It's able to, do the sump pump again. If you've got the basement, that's where the water's going to collect. You get that bad weather, you don't want it to pool down there. That could be thousands of dollars of damage if your sump pump is not able to run for a certain amount of time. Then think about mold and mildew remediation. That's very, very expensive.
Gosh.
Just another reason why it makes sense to me, and hopefully if you're tuned in now, it makes sense to you as well, to go with a generator and go with the best brand of generators, Sunjoe.
Sunjoe, I mean, this is really, it's very well known and a really great brand. Let's talk, Bobby, about what to do when the box arrives. Delivered to your door, by the way, no charge to ship, and it'll be there within a couple of days. You'll have it, I mean, within the first couple of days of January. It's a long, cold winter ahead of us. We just got started, and the country's been walloped.
It feels like it's been here for a long time.
It's been
only
here a
week old. Especially when you see the news, you're like, oh my gosh. So right when you get this home, it's super simple. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put the feet on, these 2 plastic green feet. You're gonna throw those on, the rubber, excuse me, nice soft rubber, throw those on. You're gonna attach the wheels. Okay, you've got your battery, charge up your battery. We give that to you. It goes right in there, it clicks in. Add your oil on the side. That's all you need to do to get started. Of course, don't forget the propane. This is how it's powered. This is a simpler, greener way than as opposed to grass. All the instructions are in there, what you need to do. We even give you this 5-foot connector hose to go from our unit to the propane. So turn the propane on, go to the front of your machine, make sure you put it over to start, and then it's a push button start.
I love that.
Move it over to run, and then you're good to go. And you're upping all these items over here.
Let's show you again.
Yeah, let's.
I love that it's a push button start. Is that just the girl in me? I mean, and I'm a tomboy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a strong girl, but
over here.
Seriously. And all of this is powered simultaneously.
Now you can use your microwave, because I mean, it tells me, hey, I can get my food warmed up if I want to. We've got our tunes right here. Maybe you just want to listen to some music. Sometimes we just want some calming things. Yeah. So that's not calming music, but it's maybe you want to rock out.
Sometimes it's just
their own.
Whatever works, a therapeutic process.
This one's huge to me, the Wi-Fi, because this means connectivity. This is how you can get all your information, or you just watch your movies or whatever it is. The one by your left hand, the light, that's the huge one to me, right?
We all need light. Oh my gosh, candles can only do so much, and flashlights run dry of their jet batteries very quickly. But all of this is being powered simultaneously because of the generator.
Hey, Callie, I don't know if you can see this. Come on over here, stay here. I want you to feel the heat. This is a big heat. We sell this on HSN.
We do.
This is our Sunjoe heater.
Oh, it feels so good.
Feels good to be
Yeah,
right
it
here,
does. It's chilly out here.
Imagine if you're somewhere cold right now. This is going to be very comforting to have that heat.
I tell you what, If you are thinking about doing this, I don't want you to wait on it because we are, I think, less than 300 strong now at this point. We got what we could get at a price that you will never see in the retail market. So when you think about all of these things being turned on and they operated at 100% capacity, it's not like it's just, you know, each of them are kind of just a little bit alive.
No, everything's on and they're fully on, 100% on. So I have, I mean, seriously, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the fridge is huge. I have 11 items live on set that were just powered live with our extension cords directly hooked up to our Sunjoe generator. So,
and that's a big full-size refrigerator.
That's a full-size refrigerator. Yeah, it's a nice one too.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So all those things can be powered. So if you're thinking at home, can this do this? Can this do that? The answer is most likely yes, it can. With that 3,300 running wattage, it's very powerful.
I have a question for you. I saw it's got an exclusive PRO POWER3X technology.
Yeah.
PowerSTART, PowerCOOL, and PowerFUEL.
Yes.
I know you just went through that, but is there anything else we should explain about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like how we brand and bundle up our technology. So the PowerSTART is the push-button start. So that's how we're able to easily give you the ability to do the push-button start using our 24-volt battery. The PowerCOOL ensures superior airflow with enhanced fan design, and also the motor is going to run cooler, stronger, and longer. And lastly, the PowerFUEL. That's what we're talking about harnessing the power of cleaner, greener propane, and last but not least, Callie, it's maintenance-free. So I'm glad you asked. Yeah, that's what it is.
Did you just say maintenance-free?
Yeah, virtually. I think virtually maintenance-free. I mean, you put some oil in it, so.
Right.
But other than that, you're not doing things to it. You're not like tinkering or fixing. It starts, it runs, it works. It's like.
Isn't this awesome? I mean, I hate that so many people need them.
Well,
I mean, but we do. It's just no matter where we live. It never is a convenient time for the power to go out, ever.
It's not. It's really not if your power is going to go out. It's really when. No matter where you are, the wildfires in California I've been seeing, us with the hurricane. You know, this reminds me of my story. That last hurricane we had was Ian, right? I was very worried about my parents. They're in Cape Coral, which is one of the hardest hit areas. I could not get a hold of them. So you can imagine I was sweating. I was very worried. I kept calling, no answer. 2 days passed. And I was about to drive down there, and my wife's like, "You can't drive down. You can't drive down there." So what do you do? So finally I heard from them. I said, "Mom, what happened?" Our phones were dead. I said, well, how did you get power? They went door to door, 7 houses down to finally find someone who had what? A generator.
Look at my
charge their cell phone. I know I'm kind of getting goosebumps because it's a true story. When it's your parents, when it's your family, you start to kind of freak out. But they're okay now. Everything's fine. They actually came down and stayed with me for a couple days afterwards. So yeah, I don't want to leave you hanging. They definitely are okay, but it's just the point I couldn't get in touch with them. You know when you can't get a hold of someone. It's a big deal.
You assume the worst. You know, of course we all do.
But they're fine, and so the point is have the generator, have the peace of mind, and be prepared because when the storm is already there and the power's already out, you're wishing that you had it at that time. The time to go get it is now so that you are ready for the next time when you experience the outage.
And here we are looking at, bright green grass in the middle of a summer, and maybe you're taking it on a nice little camping outage. Maybe that camping experience is in the backyard with the kids. So my mom she did the best job of bringing us to nature. Didn't cost much to get there, but we had the best memories and lifelong cherished times. Granted, we didn't use a generator back in the day, but we do need them now, and now more than ever. I don't know what's going on with Mother Nature, but I don't know if she's just mad at the whole world, it's just between the flash floods and the wildfires and the earthquakes and the snowstorms and the tornadoes and the power outages and the ice storms and the hurricanes, right?
Like, oh my God, I'm already exhausted from that list. Yeah, it's
sorry, but
and then sometimes they plan an outage. Like they tell you in Texas, they're saying, we're going to be out such and such a date. So at least they tell you in advance, but still it's an inconvenience.
It is.
It's a time where you want to have a generator so you can have things going that you would otherwise not
maybe
be
you
able
forgot to pay your power bill and your
hey man,
and they can't get to you. I'm just
maybe
saying.
It's all about peace of mind. It's all about being prepared.
Absolutely. That's what we are here to help you feel is that peace of mind of knowing you've got your plan in store. I mean, we have emergency kits for a reason.
Yeah.
In the event of you've got food, you've got your flashlights,
everything.
you've got your essentials. This is the the basis of all of that.
Right, and you know, let's be honest, we realize this is not an inexpensive item. You know, we're asking you to make an investment, but I think this is an investment you're gonna find well worth it. It's gonna provide to be very valuable for yourself and your family. And one thing, you're investing in yourself basically because the cleaner propane, the thing that we like about it is it's just so readily available, so you're not stuck.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go with something that does require gas, you have to have all of these worries. You worry, did you have gas before the storm? Could you get out to get to the gas station if you didn't have gas? Did you have room to store it? Did it go bad or stale throughout the year if you didn't touch it? And talk about pricing, expensive. This stuff, as we all know, is not cheap.
And for me,
costly,
just personally,
so.
I don't want gas in my garage.
Right,
I mean, for whatever reason, it smells, to me, it's dangerous.
Right.
I love that this is propane.
Because we're familiar with it, right? When I'm offering you a tool like this, and that's what it is, it's a tool, it solves a problem. I like that it's simple, I like that it's push button start, and I like that it uses something that everybody already has and already feels safe with. And just to show you real quick, all the stuff is included. We give you the battery and the charger, so you can charge it up. We give that to you. We also give you this nice little dipstick to put your, this funnel to put your oil in. We give you a small little toolkit if you need that to put the feet on. And we also give you this strap that goes in the back to kind of secure the propane tank. So again, all you're doing is attaching the tank. It's got a nice little, see how it fits right in there? It's got a nest in there.
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah, and the wheels come with it. That's what you're gonna pop on install.
But even if you wanted this, you know, over there, you don't have to, there's a nice long hose.
Yeah, you could. It's 5 feet hose. You can move it around. You can wheel it back and forth. Yeah.
I'm not gonna move it far because it's attached to the fridge there, but yeah, the wheels, this is very easy to move. That's one of the reviews and preferable, comments that we saw on our website.
Nice.
It's so cold here, I've got the sniffles tonight.
Yeah, well, the sun's going down. We're starting to feel it. Not like a lot of other parts of the country, but for us in Florida,
I love it. Even when it was 34 or 32 degrees on Christmas.
You kind of get that fresh air. And I'm from Columbus, Ohio, so I'm no stranger to the cold weather, and I remember the storms, and I really remember my father, he used to bring out the generator, and I would wonder, like, how that worked, or how was I able to do that? And again, this is a portable generator, so I just want to make sure I'm clear. This is not a whole home generator, which would be much, much more expensive. And you would have to pay an electrician to install and maintain that. This is a portable generator. You're gonna be able to get just as much satisfaction and use because you're able to power things like your sump pump, like your heating, like your air, like a refrigerator for your medicine and your food, like your cell phone, your laptop. All these different things, especially medical, is a huge, huge, huge one. My father-in-law, I'll tell you this quick story too, Callie. He just stayed a couple weeks ago with us, and he sleeps with the CPAP machine. Medical device, if you're not familiar, that needs to be plugged in. If the power were to go out, he's in Toledo, Ohio, and the power does go out there, it's like, how do you go to sleep and get your full night's rest when you require and need to sleep with a medical device such as a CPAP machine? You don't. You know what I mean? So that's another reason for medical. This is even, it's just a huge, huge thing to have. It's very important.
And I do love the look of it. I love the fact it's got those big wheels. This handle on top, you can see how it's folded down on that visual.
Yeah.
This folds down just like this. So this is all the space that it takes in your garage or your basement or wherever you're gonna be. But it really is one of those awesome products. I'll say it again, I love that this is propane and not gas. I love that this is a touch starter instead of the crank, although that is a backup.
We have it as a backup.
Plan.
Yep, make sure your battery's in there. You got the oil in, you got the propane, move it over to start, and you got your push button. Move it over to run, and that's how simple it is to start. And as I start it, you can notice I've already got my refrigerator plugged in right here, and everything else is plugged in off this one plug. Everything is this one plug over here. We can walk over and I can show you the fridge.
Fridge is now on. Microwave.
There you go. There's all your food
speakers,
that's not spoiled.
Wi-Fi. We've got, look at all kinds of lighting. An essential coffee maker. I would also need a blender plugged in. Because,
yes, we need a blender. We do need, after this day, I need a blender for sure.
Oh, this is great. I mean, to keep, communication, whether it's through, radio or through cell phones.
That's your NOAA radio, so you can get those updates. When is it safe to go back on the roads? That's a huge one.
Yeah, very important. Fans, heaters, all the things that are important to have in the event of an emergency. Now, if you are just tuning in, we're going to kind of wrap this up to share with you the high points, the bullets of what this features because it is really, it's very top of the line. Our price happens to be on sale, $240 on sale from our price, and you can do this on either 5 Flex or you can do 18 months of financing with an HSN card. So think about that, it's $36.66 a month. No charge on interest. We hold your balance, we become the bank, but we let you pay it off over the course of 18 months. So this is an amazing product with our final couple hundred, as in less than 300 available. We're gonna go through some of the high points. If you just tuned in, we want you to know exactly what you're in store for. And then I'm gonna go get a workout with Tony Little.
There you go, get your steps in.
Yeah.
Tell Tony I said hello.
I will for sure. So Bobby's gonna take you on the high points and I'll see you on the inside.
Awesome, thanks Callie. So yeah, if you're just joining us, this is our Sunjoe generator, and one of the things that we absolutely love about it is it's powered by cleaner, greener propane. It couldn't be any more simple to start and to use because, hey, it's just a button. That's all you do. You push a button and then look at that. They're showing you all the outlets. So you've got 2 standard outlets. Those are the same as you would find in your outlets and your plugs at home. Plug in your fan in the summer. Keep cool. Plug in your heater in the winter to keep warm. I talked earlier in the presentation about the sump pumps. That's a huge, huge, huge one in my opinion, just because if it were to go bad or not work, if your power went out, again, that's thousands of dollars in water cleanup and mold and mildew that you don't want to have to worry about. You don't want to mess with that. If you got a camper, you're the type to go camping or RVing, hey, guess what? We've got you covered. We've got an outlet, an RV plug exactly for camping. So we've got you taken care of for